This is a true story from the 1960s. Every morning, my grandfather went to work. All three children went to school. My grandmother was alone at home. Every afternoon, she heard someone cooking in the kitchen, utensils changing, plates falling. But when she checked, the kitchen was empty. She stopped going there when she was alone. One night, around midnight, my grandfather got up to use the washroom. Suddenly, a loud thud. My grandmother rushed out and saw him on the floor, his hands around his own neck, not choking himself, fighting something she couldn't see. They moved out a month later. A new family moved in. Days later, the new tenants came back and asked, "Did you also hear someone cooking when no one was home?" Then they said, "And last night, someone tried to strangle me. House is empty now, but people still hear utensils from the kitchen." This is my uncle's story. They live in a large farmland area. The layout is such that each farm has only one house, owned by the landowner, and the neighboring farms also have their own separate houses. Because of this, the distance between each house is at least 1 to 1.5 kilometers. Everyone in the area was friendly with one another, and my uncle was close to a man from a neighboring farm. Let's call him M. They were also distantly related through the family tree, so you could say they were distant cousins as well as good friends. One strong bonding factor between them was the habit of drinking. They were regular drinking partners. However, Am was on a completely different level. He was younger than my uncle, but his drinking capacity was unbelievable. He was drunk most of the time. His family had given up on him. So one day, Am didn't return. At first, no one worried. Everyone assumed he might have passed out somewhere, as this was common for him. His family was used to this behavior. But days passed, and no sign of him, no contact. That's when they became concerned and started searching for him. Eventually, they found his dead body in a canal beside the highway. His body was severely damaged and decomposed. It appeared that he had been hit by a vehicle on the highway and had fallen into the canal. His body had remained there for several days before villagers noticed it. It was a tragic death. Rest in peace. Now, the real incident begins here. For context, before M's death, my uncle and Em had bought a pair of identical shirts together, one for my uncle and one for Em. The shirts were expensive and meant to be worn on special occasions like weddings or parties. A few months after Em's death, during winter, my uncle had to attend a wedding far from his home and he wore the same shirt. After the wedding, he was returning home late night. He got down at the highway and had to walk through the farmland to reach his house. There were no homes within 1 kilometer radius. It was almost completely dark with only moonlight to guide the way. While this might sound terrifying, it was normal for them as they had grown up in such conditions. My uncle had to walk about 3 to 5 kilometers to reach home. On the way, he had to cross a bridge over a canal at an intersection. As he was crossing the bridge, he suddenly heard a laugh. When he looked around, he saw Am's spirit standing there looking at him saying, "Oh, you were wearing our shirt." My uncle got so terrified that without thinking, he ran as fast as he could toward his home. He ran like a madman for 3 to 4 kilometers straight. By the time he reached home, he was fully drenched in sweat, completely exhausted. His family saw his condition and asked what had happened. But without saying a word, my uncle ripped off his shirt and set it on fire as soon as he reached home. And he only after that did he tell them everything about what he saw. And you know what's more terrifying? Am's spirit was seen by Am's other family members as well, on the same bridge.